There comes a moment in every person's life when they begin to question whether they are capable of more. A moment when uncertainty speaks louder than confidence. A moment when fear disguises itself as logic and convinces you to wait just a little longer. Maybe you've experienced that feeling. The voice that tells you you're not prepared. The voice that says the opportunity isn't right. The voice that whispers that other people are more talented, more fortunate, or more deserving. For many people, that voice becomes a permanent companion. It shapes their decisions, limits their ambitions, and keeps them standing on the sidelines of their own lives. But what if that voice is wrong? What if the greatest obstacle between where you are and where you want to be is not your circumstances, but the story you've accepted about yourself? Think about it. Every achievement that exists today was once only an idea. Every invention, every business, every masterpiece, every breakthrough began in the imagination of someone who chose to believe in a possibility that others could not yet see. The world changes because people dare to envision something beyond what currently exists. And so can you. You were not given a mind capable of dreaming simply so you could settle for limitation. You were not gifted imagination merely to observe life from a distance. Within you is the ability to influence the direction of your future in ways you may not fully understand yet. The quality of your thoughts matters. The expectations you hold matter. The beliefs you repeat to yourself every day matter. Because before any external transformation can occur, an internal transformation must happen first. The results you experience tomorrow often begin with the mindset you choose today. Many people spend their lives focusing entirely on what they can see. They look at current challenges, present failures, and temporary setbacks as if those things define their future. They allow today's circumstances to become tomorrow's prediction. But circumstances are not permanent. Conditions change, opportunities appear, skills can be learned, confidence can be developed, and lives can be completely transformed. The moment you stop treating your current reality as a final destination, you create room for something greater to emerge. Imagine planting a seed. If you judge the seed solely by what it looks like today, you would never expect it to become a towering tree. Yet hidden within that small beginning is enormous potential waiting for the right conditions to grow. Human potential works the same way. There are abilities inside you that have not yet been fully expressed. There are strengths you have not yet discovered. There are opportunities you have not yet encountered. There are versions of yourself that have not yet been revealed. Growth often remains invisible before it becomes undeniable. This is why faith in your future matters. Not blind faith, not wishful thinking, but the willingness to believe that your present situation does not have the authority to define your ultimate destination. Every successful person reaches moments when progress feels slow. Every dream encounters resistance. Every worthwhile goal requires persistence, beyond the point where most people choose to quit. The difference is not that successful people never experience doubt. The difference is that they continue moving forward despite it. They refuse to make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. They understand that fear is often a sign that growth is near. They recognize that uncertainty is not proof of failure. It is proof that they are stepping into unfamiliar territory. And unfamiliar territory is where transformation happens. You do not need to have every answer before you begin. You do not need perfect conditions. You do not need universal approval. You only need the courage to take the next step. One step leads to another. One decision creates momentum. One action begins a chain reaction that can alter the course of your life. Too many people wait for confidence before they act. In reality, confidence is often the result of action. When you move forward despite uncertainty, you teach yourself that you are stronger than your fears. When you continue despite setbacks, you prove that obstacles cannot define you. When you remain committed to your vision, you develop resilience that no challenge can easily break. Remember this, your future is not created in a single dramatic moment. It is built through daily choices, the conversations you have with yourself, the habits you practice, the standards you accept, the goals you pursue. These small decisions accumulate over time and eventually shape your reality. If you want different results, begin with different thoughts. If you want a different future, begin with a different perspective. Because what you consistently focus on expands. When you focus only on limitations, limitations appear everywhere. When you focus on possibility, your mind begins searching for solutions, opportunities, and pathways forward. The world often reflects back the expectations you repeatedly hold. This is why protecting your mindset is so important. Guard your vision, protect your belief, refuse to surrender your potential to temporary setbacks. There will be days when progress feels invisible. There will be moments when your efforts seem unnoticed. There will be challenges that test your patience and commitment. Keep going anyway. The breakthrough you seek may be closer than you realize. The opportunity you have been waiting for may already be moving toward you. The growth taking place beneath the surface may be preparing you for something larger than you can currently imagine. Never underestimate the power of persistence combined with belief. History is filled with people who achieved extraordinary things, not because their journey was easy, but because they refused to stop. They kept showing up. They kept believing. They kept moving. And eventually, their reality caught up with their vision. The same principle applies to your life. You possess more strength than you have demonstrated, more creativity than you have expressed, more potential than you have explored. The question is not whether that potential exists. The question is whether you are willing to trust it. Today can be the day you stop waiting for permission, the day you stop allowing fear to make decisions for you, the day you stop measuring your future by your current circumstances. Choose to believe that greater possibilities exist. Choose to act with intention. Choose to become an active creator of your future rather than a passive observer of your circumstances. Because the power you've been searching for has never been somewhere else. It has been within you all along, and every moment from this point forward is another opportunity to use it.